Good morning, insiders. Welcome to another edition of your Monday download. I've got a few updates for you, a couple of national programs that are going to be affecting buyers and sellers, and then a potential lead generation tool for you. But I want to start out with a shout out to our own Connie Fernandez. Connie works in the office at Alliance here, and our shout out is to her because she has now been promoted to the postponement queen. Connie postponed 7 foreclosure auctions that were scheduled for last week, and therefore dethroned Aaron the Hammer, and has now been dubbed the queen of short sale or foreclosure postponements. So congratulations, Connie. Thanks for all your hard work. I know all of our agents who had auctions that were set for last week that you were able to postpone are very happy and glad for all your effort. So let's jump into a couple of things going on that are going to affect you or might even be affecting you already. Let's start with HAFA. Let's do a HAFA update. Actually on March 26th, which happens to be Jessica's birthday, so that was well timed. On March 26th of this year, they came out with an actual revision to the HAFA directive that was originally sent out in November of 2009. I've been reading through it, and I don't see a lot of changes to what HAFA is. You know, it's still part of HAMP. Its original intention is to go through HAMP and then be something that servicers offer borrowers who don't qualify for HAMP or who become delinquent. One of the changes that they made is that they just put it as, you know, right in the list in order. You know, if you don't qualify for modification, or you are delinquent on your modification or default on your modification, the next item, the last bullet point, is that if you request a short sale or a deed in lieu. So that one minor change, along with some of the other minor changes, may mean that it's going to be a little easier for us to get our sellers involved in the HAFA program more toward the beginning. I still think that there's some problems with the servicers doing a valuation of the property up front. I know it seems like it would be really nice to know exactly what you can take, like FHA, for example, what they're willing to take. But even with FHA, we prefer to wait until there's an offer in place, so we know what that value on that property is based on what someone's willing to pay before we initiate the FHA certified appraisal. You can get the FHA certified appraisal at any point in the process. You apply for the pre-foreclosure program and get the appraisal ordered, etc., etc. But again, if that comes in too high, then we're stuck. We're stuck with a net value that the bank wants in HAFA, or a net value that FHA wants in an FHA short sale, and you know, we don't want to be in that place. So the nice thing is that there is a part of HAFA that allows you to, once you have an offer, to submit it in. I don't know that it's going to create a lot more speed to the short sale process, and most lenders may just process that through their traditional. Actually, I have a conference call later this week that I'm going to be on with, I think it's Chase, that we're talking about HAFA and a couple other of the big lenders, how they're actually working it now that they've had it supposedly up and running for the last couple weeks. So we'll give you more updates on that. The big thing I want to stress for you on HAFA as a real estate agent is the marketing piece of it. There is a potential incentive of $3,000 to your seller if they qualify for the HAFA. They may or may not qualify, but if it were me marketing to potential sellers out there and get more short sale listings, I would be leveraging the potential of that $3,000 as a relocation assistance from the servicer to try and get more leads. So that's what I think the big thing right now that real estate agents should be doing. Even though we don't know exactly how HAFA is going to all shake out, our hope is that it actually benefits the process, but utilize that as a marketing piece, that incentive to sellers. All right, let's talk about a potential referral source. Wells Fargo. I was having an email conversation with an agent out of Nevada, and in her market, she has Wells Fargo lenders that she has a relationship with already that are inviting a specific few real estate agents that they have a relationship with into kind of a closed door. Basically, it's an unofficial program. I don't know that it's official for Wells Fargo in general, but because these Wells Fargo reps have access to individuals who are attempting to do a loan modification, if they don't qualify, they're basically referring them to people that they know and trust as good quality real estate agents to look into a short sale for them. So here's my recommendation. If you have existing relationships with Wells Fargo mortgage lenders, talk to them about it. Find out what kind of interaction they have with people that may be trying for a loan modification. In addition, go outside of Wells Fargo. Whoever you have good relationship with, you as a short sale expert really should be marketing to those loan officers and letting them know what you do and how you do it and why they should be entrusting their potential clients to you. Clients that are trying for a loan modification now and may be able to qualify for a purchase loan again after they sell their home on a short sale. Make a case for them and grow your relationship with them so that they're actually referring you business in the short sale world. The last thing I want to talk about kind of ties in a little bit with that because it has to do with Fannie Mae's lending changes that are coming up. Several of you may have seen this. Different realtor associations are sending this information out. But briefly, Fannie Mae is coming up with a new change, or at least their sales guide is changing at the end of or toward the beginning of the summer. There's not a lot of major changes. I think they're just defining it. And short sales still is 2 years from the completion of the short sale before they can get a loan. They're defining it as 80% loan to value. Now they are coming up with a kind of a further definition that after 4 years from the completion of the short sale, then a borrower would be able to get 95% loan to value on a purchase loan product. So they're defining it a little bit more. One thing that they did do, and this doesn't necessarily benefit you as a real estate agent, is that they said deed in lieu is now 2 years as well, basically putting deed in lieu in the same category as short sale. It was kind of cool for us as real estate professionals prior to this because deed in lieu was 4 years, and so we were able to say, hey, deed in lieu, foreclosure, all these other options are not as good as a short sale. Now they're saying deed in lieu is basically the same. They're wanting to create cooperation, and that's cool, and I understand that. But to kind of put it together for you and your sellers, especially when you're making a presentation to them, foreclosure is 5 to 7 years still. There's no change there. Chapter 7 bankruptcy is 4 years. Chapter 13 is anywhere from 2 to 4 years. So, excuse me. The short sale is still being set out as, hey, this is the better option. Work with your servicers. Find a qualified real estate agent to work with to get the short sale approved. And I did see some stuff on online. I think it was on CNN Money. They were talking about FICO scores and how a foreclosure can drop your FICO over 200 and a short sale is less than 100. And again, my thought on FICO scores is that they're all specific to an individual. If you've got excellent credit and all you end up having is a short sale, it may affect your credit way less than somebody who's got a bunch of other junk on there, and this is kind of the icing on the cake. So FICO scores are so individual. I don't necessarily trust anybody that says that it's going to specifically hit your credit score 100 points, but who am I, right? Anyway, so those are my thoughts for today's download. Hope that's helpful. For the HAFA stuff, get out there and start marketing to people. This is an opportunity for you to grow your short sale listing business. Market to them about the incentive that they have through HAFA or the potential of that incentive, and be aware that your sellers that are on short sale now, you should have them in a database, and in 2 years from the time their short sale is completed, you should be contacting them and say, hey, you could qualify to buy another house. That's a big deal. That is a really big deal. Come up with a plan, an exit plan for them. Hey, you need to be saving up money. The next 2 years, your credit's going to be repaired. They're going to want 20% down. Start putting some money aside so that in 2 years, you're ready to buy another house. You'll have recovered. You can get a good loan through Fannie Mae again. And, I want to be able to help you do that and create that as business that you'll be able to bring in a couple years from now. So anyway, that's all for today. Have a great week. Don't forget, if you have questions, don't hesitate to give a call into the office and get me on the phone or send me an email. And good luck with your short sales this week. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.